I'd like to welcome now our Administrative Director, Mrs. Melanie Mc Turk, as she delivers the closing remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Khan, and once again, job well done. Mr. Khan has served as our MC at all of these ceremonies, and I have to say he's done an exceptional job, don't you think so? Now, in the spirit of feedback, we all know there's two types of feedback. And very often, the type of feedback we get, and everybody's always happy to give us, is when we do something wrong. The world is made up of experts who are just waiting for you to do something wrong, who are always ready to tell you what you did wrong, when you did wrong, and how you could have not done it wrong if you'd listened to them. A wonderful example of that, unfortunately for all of us, occurred last Sunday when the unprecedented event of the destruction by prisoners of the Georgetown prison. And since then, there have been very many voices in our society raised to condemn, criticize, second guess, and even doubt the credibility of our armed services. Now, we are PGS. We don't do things like that. Being a security company, we are in the unique position of recognizing what many people in civil society do not understand. And that is the danger that persons who are charged with the security of this nation face every single day. And it is through our eyes that we can appreciate what a tremendous undertaking it was for the joint services to deal, not with one fire, but with 6 fires simultaneously set in a well-orchestrated and highly planned escape attempt. Now, all of us know that everything we do every day is to prepare us for the eventuality of things going wrong. But all of us also know that we are always at a disadvantage because we never know what new developments, what new plans, and what new dangers are coming at us every day. And Sunday was an example of that. So I would like us today, as much as we are recognizing the tremendous effort made within PGS, to raise our voices and raise our hands and applaud the joint services for a truly remarkable response last Sunday. Not only were all those prisoners, over 1,000 people removed from a blazing inferno without casualty. Not only were over 1,000 people removed from that blazing inferno without casualty, but let's be fair, only 8 people got away. That is phenomenal. Let's give them another round of applause. And since then, already 3 have been recaptured. And that ain't an easy thing. We do this job. We don't do it at the level that the police force does it. We are not charged with that responsibility, thank God. I'd hate to be the commissioner of police right now. But we can recognize from our own experiences that that was no simple task. So, having said that, I would also like us to be reminded that in the wake of what happened last Sunday, there has been a lot of misinformation, a lot of fear-mongering, a lot of people circulating information that comes from dubious sources telling us all sorts of horrible atrocities that happened, didn't happen, and are yet to happen. And I would like to remind each member of PGS that part of our responsibility and part of our support for the joint services and for the maintenance of order in our society is to help to maintain order by not propagating, sharing, or repeating those sorts of irresponsible rumors. Because I'm certain that most of the people here probably would have been on the receiving end of at least one of the various rumors that told us that over 100 people died, 20,000 escapees are running around the streets and things like that. Absolutely false. And we at PGS have to recognize that part of what we do to help businesses stay safe is also helping to contain that rumor mill. The other thing that we can do in the wake of what happened last Sunday is what we do best. And that is keeping our clients and their businesses and their assets safe. Because again, as security personnel, we recognize that there may be only 5 men out there, and their goals may be completely tied up with getting out to Georgetown. But there are a lot of other criminals out there. There are a lot of people who are waiting for the opportunity of the fact that the joint services are now stretched because they are dealing with an unprecedented situation of trying to now contain the remaining prisoners in what is essentially a field, so a facility that is not built to contain them. So we know that the joint services are stretched, but we also know that we are here to support them. So ladies and gentlemen, let us remember that as we go forward. Our country may be facing something unprecedented, but PGS has a duty to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Thank you very much.